to get rid of
Hey
a
team,
trait
what's
that
up?
I find so common in the
New Year's
contemporary world.
Eve. This is what I'm
There's an
doing.
intelligence
This is
that
what
is
I'm
a part
doing.
of everything and everyone,
I'm
and all of us are
studying.
connected to it.
I'm listening.
And
I'm researching.
too many of us are afraid to listen to that music and march to it.
Wayne Dyer.
You out there,
So
I know you have a book you wanted to
I'm
write.
getting ready for the show.
I know there's a composition you
My
wanted
show,
to
my big
compose. I
debut
know
is
there's a
this
song you
Saturday
want to sing someplace.
at
Maybe
9
you want to
a.m.
raise
January
horses
6th.
out in Montana.
January 6th
Or maybe you want to open up an ice
at
cream
9
shop.
a.m. So I'm getting ready for the show in the way of preparing
Travel and see
what
the
I'm going
world.
to talk about.
Maybe you want to go into
What am I going to talk
relationship
about?
with
So
someone, but you've been
I'm
afraid
putting the
to
format
express that
together.
it's the right thing.
It's going to be an hour. If we're talking for an hour
All of us feel
to a microphone,
and in Leo Tolstoy's famous
it's
novel,
not going to
The
be
Death of
easy.
Ivan Ilyich, he
Not
asks
going to be
this
easy.
question that would be terrifying to me.
So I thought
He
I'd
says,
do something a
as
little
he has his
different.
accountant from Moscow lying on his
I'm
deathbed,
not as good of a
contemplating
speaker.
the
I'm
horror
not as
of his
good
question.
as a speaker
What if my
as
whole
somebody
life
like Wayne Dyer.
has been wrong?
This is Wayne Dyer speaking now.
I've known
He's been a coach
what
of
my
mine.
music is. It's playing right now. As I stand here in front of you with these cameras and in this place, as I sit down and write my books and tell the world what I know are my truths, I feel always completely on purpose and fulfilled. And no time will I ever come to the end of my life
Part
and
of
say,
your
what if my
training,
whole life has been? Whoever you are, whatever that music is, however
part of your
distant it may
training is
sound,
to be a
however
listener.
strange, however weird others may interpret.
When you're a good listener, I think you're stronger. Ever talk to somebody and they don't listen? And you know when you're talking to them, they couldn't, it's just going in and out, and you know there's nothing being registered because their eyes are doing something different, whatever it is. You just know that I'm talking to a wall, right? So when you have someone who actually looks at you and listens to you, you get that respect.
And take it back as his pet. At home, he kept his TV show one night, and someone
So
talked about the Tao on there.
on the
Living in
show,
the same place too long, whatever
we're
it might
talking
be.
about mental strength. And mental strength is everything. We talk about the physical and having strong legs to make sure you can walk strong. To me, legs are everything. Arms do things, but not nearly as important as legs. So I'm all about strong legs. Don't forget, I had the strongest legs in Canada in 1988. I won the championship. Commonwealth Games. Strongest man in Canada. That's kind of cool. Right? That's kind of cool. Who can say, what man can say that they are the strongest man in their country? Not too many men can say they're strongest in the country. I'm on a short list, and I feel pretty cool about that. In powerlifting, it's powerlifting. Powerlifting is about bench press. You push a big weight off your chest. You lift the weight up from the ground up to your waist. You lift the weight up, straight up. Heavy, heavy, heavy. As hard, heavy as you can. You lift it straight up. Stand up. In squats, you put the weight on your back. You squat down. You got to push it up with your legs. Push it up with your legs. So strong legs, strong back, and strong chest. That's powerlifting. When you have strong legs, you got good balance. You're not falling all over the place like you're drunk and you're, you know. And my mom fell. My grandma fell. Mayor Michael Prue fell. A lot of people fall. Yeah, maybe they tripped, maybe it was just something, an accident. But a lot of older people fall because they have weak legs. My dad, God bless him, didn't have no strength in his legs in the end. He had no strength, couldn't get off the couch, couldn't even stand up, had no legs. He had no strength. Then he didn't have the mind strength because he had dementia. He didn't have the leg strength because his muscles deteriorated after years and years of non-use. See, that's the whole thing. What my program is all about. We got to get those legs squatting. We got to get those legs strengthening. You know a little bit about strengthening. When you contract a muscle, when a muscle contracts deep with resistance, it strengthens. Opposite is true. When you stretch a muscle, you actually weaken the muscle because you're lengthening, you're opening, you're elongating. So that's why usually flexible people aren't as strong as people who have just strong, tight muscles. You know what I'm saying? So practice strength training by doing squats. I've always said, and it's so true, squat till you drop. And that's kind of like literal now. When I was 20, 30, 40, 50, I was squatting weights on my back. That hurt my spine, got hurt. Sciatica. I think I stopped just in time because I would have a lot more problems if I had sciatica problems longer, I think, if I didn't quit early in squatting, because there was a pressure on your spine, right? 700 pounds on your spine, pushing and pushing on the spine. The spine gets tighter and tighter, inflames the sciatica. No fun. Okay? No fun. But you don't need to put 750 pounds on your back if you're doing my program and you're 65 plus. There's some benefits of getting 65 plus in my program. If you're a senior citizen, qualified, legal, senior citizen, then you can do my program. My program is set up to strengthen the legs. And that's by as simple as doing squats, sitting down on a chair, and getting back up. Can you do that? Go to a restaurant with some seniors. It's so weird because I keep saying them seniors, and I'm now a senior. Well, pre-senior, let's say. I'm pre-senior. Go to a restaurant, and seniors, and they get back up. And you've had this too. Your knees are sore, your hips are sore. Maybe you've worked out. Maybe you got arthritis. You're sore. You don't have to be a senior to have sore legs and get up and just look like you're not 100 years old. Don't you feel it when you get up? The pain. When you have strong legs, you can still get pain from inflammation. So remember that tweet we talked about. Inflammation is the culprit. I gotta do glasses. Inflammation is the culprit. When something gets damaged in the body, a tissue, a contusion, what happens when you get a contusion? It swells. Why does it swell? Why do you get something swells when you hurt yourself? Because muscles get hit. Blood goes to the area that it was hit to heal it. It's for healing. You get swelling, a lot of times when you work out, you get these mitochondrial tears they talk about in your muscles. It's like small, swollen cells. And those small, swollen cells, they press on little nerves. And little nerves pass it on to the other guy. And all of a sudden, all those nerves are now acting up. Yeah, pressure. Inflammation. What causes inflammation? Diet, stress, lack of sleep. When the body's sick, it inflames. When the body's dead, it bloats. I don't know if you know it, but when the body dies, it implodes. Gases, whatever. We're not going to get into it. So, inflammation is the bad guy. Inflammation is the bad guy. So I designed an anti-inflammatory eating plan. That's right. There's of eating natural foods, vegetables. I'm a big vegetable guy. Moderate meats, 1, 2 maybe meals of meat a week. That's it. Meat are inflammatories. Meat will cause inflammation. Now, you'll go to one guy and the guy says, well, my nutritionist said the opposite. You can get that with doctors too. Don't get me going about doctors. Right? One doctor says, take the Synthroid for your thyroid. One says, what are you taking the Synthroid for? He says, well, doc told me to. Well, you don't need to. I looked at your blood work. You don't need to take Synthroid. Okay. Who do you believe? They're both doctors. What do you believe? Nutritionist. Nutrition, same thing. Eat the carbohydrate. Oh, don't touch the carbohydrate. We're carbohydrate free. Don't eat. Go intermittent. Go 3 meals a day. And you look at all of them and they all look good. All look good. Now look at Oprah with her bzz bzz thing. Yeah, you're going to see some long-term side effects on that. Sorry, Oprah. Be careful on that one. And again, all my stuff is just, I don't want Oprah coming after me. All my stuff is just my thoughts. My thoughts as a coach in 40 years and doing this stuff, and as a lifter, as a bodybuilder, as a mountain bike racer, and everything else I've done, I got a little bit of experience in both ends, the education, the books, the 40 years of research. The doctor, hanging on doctors. Doctors don't take nutrition. They don't take nutrition courses. They go through umpteen years, I don't know what it is, 7, 10 years of doctor school. That's a good question. I'm going to ask Google how many years it take to be a doctor. I mean, it just doesn't make sense for a doctor not to take nutrition. I thought doctors knew about nutrition. They don't. They don't. They don't know about nutrition. Hey Siri.
I think you're getting me confused with someone else.
I'm sorry. Alexa. Alexa, I was going to ask you a question. Does meat cause inflammation? Oh, I can't get... you want to do something, you're on camera and you're live, it's always screwed up, messed up. So anyway, I do that a lot. Something comes to my head, I go Google it, and it just answers the question. I got a lot of questions. It's a big world, lots going on, a lot of questions. Especially now in the seniors, looking after seniors. It's becoming a big thing for me. My mom, right? Mom inspired me. In the old days, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He wasn't my favorite as bodybuilders. I kind of like guys like, I like Zane. I'm a Zane guy. Didn't look freaky, it would look normal. Had a good look. His shirt come off and the guy was just like, bam. I'll tell you a story. I was in Toronto one time. I was sitting there waiting for Frank Zane. So I'm sitting there and I got, a couple rows front, good seats. I'm sitting there. Well, I was sitting on the floor. So how sometimes there's people around you, but you don't look at them. Well, I didn't look at this person. The guy said, so, Goes, how do you like the gym? You know, it was in the gym. It was a gym seminar in the back of a gym. And I said, good. I said, yeah, it's good too. I said, got a lot of stuff here, and yeah, he goes, he started talking about the weather or some small talk stuff, like we're waiting for the person to get on the stage. Then, after, I don't know, about maybe 10 minutes, maybe more, it wasn't 15. In 10 minutes, I hear the guy say, well, I better get up and get this done. So I thought he had to go to the bathroom and get it done. I don't know. And I find out that he gets up. I look at him, and it's Frank Zane. Wouldn't know it in his clothes. He didn't stand out like he didn't have like monster arms, and you know, just a cool looking guy. And Frank Zane was older than me. I'm 62. Frank probably now is like 70. But I think I read articles on him and how he's still looking really good, and he's doing everything out of his garden, and he's doing all these great things. But he had a great physique, a very aesthetic physique, a very pleasing looking physique. It's funny. I'm looking at this, talking about. I got this. Somebody made this to me years ago. Somebody made that for me. I don't know where I got that done. I think coming at you. I think it was it had to be Florida. It had to be Florida. Yeah. Is that kind of cool? Isn't the face the same? No. You know what kills me is sometimes you go out and you show pictures of yourself. Oh yeah, I was Mr. So-and-so and I was Mr. Strongest Man in Canada. And they, oh yeah, really? You can kind of tell they were doubting you, so you go show them your picture on the phone. You go show them your picture. He looks at it and he looks at you. He looks at it, looks at you. He goes, that was you? Don't you hate that? Yeah, that was me, fool. That was me. Like, oh, yeah. See, in other words, you try to say, man, you don't look nearly as good as you did there. But anyway, good compliment. So, Frank Zane. So, I don't even know why we got into Frank Zane as a bodybuilder, but I liked him as a bodybuilder. I thought he had a good physique. Yeah. So we're talking about listening to strong people, doing strong things, and taking care of business nutritionally with the inflammation diet, which is important. So the more water you drink, water's a natural inflammatory. You know that, right? And I know it's boring, but I got some good recipes for water. You ever go to a spa, you lay down, you see somebody got cucumbers all over their face, especially their eyes? And why do people have to put cucumbers over their eyes? Because it reduces the swelling. It's an anti-inflammatory skin to get rid of water retention in the eyes, so you don't have that tired look that I have right now. So, cucumbers have properties in them that act as anti-inflammatories. Then I like lemon because lemon has an acidic base that actually helps metabolize food. It's a little better. I need some glasses. So the combination of the cucumbers and the limes, limes are good too, lemons, it tastes good. Now I tried this one time, and you know me, I try every diet and every program to see what works. I'm the guinea pig. Oink, oink, I'm the guy. I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. I actually lost it faster than that. I think I lost 30 pounds in 30 days. Now, how much of that 30 pounds was A, water, B, muscle, C, fat? All three. What do you think the percentage was? What percent was muscle? What percent was water? What percent was fat? Probably about 70% of that was water. Water that's just dirty water, you're flushing it out. And your sodium level's dropping, so you don't forget your body holds water when there's a lot of sodium in it. If there's a lot of sodium gets flushed out, it's like a wave going out. Sodium doesn't come back in like sugar does. You don't have the insulin pancreas mix. So all of a sudden, if your body gets low on sodium, your electrolytes get low, and you get kind of like, so you lose a lot of water. So I did lose 30 pounds in 30 days using that water program. And I fasted for 3 days. Yeah. I fasted for 3 days. They say after your third day you feel good. I didn't feel good. I felt like shit. I didn't feel good. But what I did notice is the weight scales went down pretty quick because I was drawing water out really quick. So you're kind of happy because you've seen the weight go down the scales. You always want to, thinking it's just always your belly, but it's not all belly. You definitely burn off percentage of fat. When I say 70, you're probably not, 20-some percent, not 20%, probably another 10 pounds. I'll say 30 pounds, 10 pounds, maybe less of fat. But then you also lose muscle because unless you're training and you've got nitrogen level holds muscles up. That's why bodybuilders go on steroids. Bodybuilders who go on steroids get the benefit of they hold the muscle as they burn the fat. So testosterone holds muscle, nitrogen, and the body only releases fat. So this is why one of the reasons when a bodybuilder takes an anabolic steroid testosterone, he has the advantage that when he diets down and then starves, gets low, which we want to call it starving, call it what you want. It's low, it works. And you go from puffy to this. See how the striations in the legs and the arms, and you see there's not much water there. I got it out. And the muscle held good. I don't look stringy. I don't look, because I just doing anabolics. When you're at that level, let's face it. Someone says, "Oh, I don't want to take any." You still gotta train though, too, right? It's not as if you take that you just get woof. You gotta train actually hard. It makes you train hard too. So it's at that age, what was I? My 20s, 30s. And I've always said, if your system's low, I worked in Florida. I worked at MedSmart. MedSmart was a clinic just getting going, kind of a bit of a disorganized clinic that was just getting going. But we did some testing. Tested probably maybe 100 guys in the gym. We got all kinds of results back. Sometimes the ones you think have lots of testosterone, don't. And the ones that you think do, or don't do, opposite, do. Yeah, I was kind of surprised. I saw a lot of macho-looking guys with low testosterone. It's because they use it up. When I was lifting, training, what do you think I was using for fuel?